Hello, Austin.
Hello, Jack.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. We're talking about driving across the country,
Driving across the country. I drove across the country. I'm very stiff today. Driving across the country, you have to sit still and you have to hold your neck upright so you don't slouch and can't
You
see out of the
do. Yeah,
rearview
you can't
mirror.
really just like kick back while you're doing a cross-country
You
drive as
cannot
the
really kick
driver.
back as the
No.
driver unless you are in Kansas, the most
The kickback state.
the
Now,
kickback
wait a
state.
second. That sounds like
Whoa.
it. Now
Sounds like
that
we're
sounds
talking
like
about some
politics.
crimes.
Some
Oh, we don't
crimes,
do
some
politics here on
corruption.
Friends at the Table.
That's right. Yeah. No politics.
When I was in Kansas, I was driving through Kansas as a passenger before I knew how to drive, and it was so sparse that I
You
really
were
was
driving as
like,
a passenger through Kansas
yeah.
before you knew how to drive. Yeah.
I was like, I could probably do this right now without knowledge of how to operate the car. It is so straight.
Mhm.
There is nobody there. You just go.
You just go.
The danger, though, is that the car is nearly 2 tons of metal, and if you fuck it up,
Yeah.
it's
I had a
bad.
really interesting experience. I just drove across the country with someone, and when the first day I wasn't the driver, I was the passenger, and and I hadn't done a cross country drive ever, and I hadn't been in a real long drive in quite some time, and I don't drive at all anymore. Basically, I have my license, and the last time I drove a long time. I think Jack, you were in the car, and that was in a storm, and that was like
Oh
not great.
yeah.
That was the longest last time I drove. I've driven here and there since then, like to go get Christmas presents or something when I was out in Jersey visiting my parents or whatever, and I borrow their car. But I haven't done like a long drive in a long time, and I've never done a big cross country 4 days in a row of all day driving.
Sure.
And the first day, I was so nervous in the passenger seat. Not that the driver was great, but I was nervous as we were passing tons of 18-wheelers. I could feel like how close and dangerous it felt. Like I could feel the possibility of catastrophe.
Yes.
But then the day two, I did some of the driving. I did 6 or 7 hours of driving. And that was, it started scary. And then by the end of it, I was feeling okay. And then the next day, when I was the passenger again for most of the day, I was fine. It's like I'd reacquainted myself because of being the driver and figuring out, remembering I love driving, actually, despite being kind of an anti-car guy. I do love the experience of driving.
Yeah.
And getting used to passing trucks and getting used to moving at, we were driving through the Southwest partly, and it's like 80, 90 miles an hour. You're going down there all the time.
Yeah.
Texas has really high speed limits,
Yes.
It was just like, oh yeah, I could sleep, I could nap, I could do,
Yeah.
I was working on Realis. I was doing final checks of Realis in the passenger seat while we were driving across the country, and it was like, oh yeah, I'm good, I can do this. I'm not nervous in any way anymore. So.
It's weird. It's such a weird sensation. We were driving yesterday, and we were driving through this massive rainstorm on the freeway, and I was in the passenger seat watching KB drive, knowing that I was going to have to start driving in a bit still during this rainstorm. And I was like I was nervous. I was like, how is this going to work?
Right.
I think this is going to be really hard. But something about being behind the wheel and having that subtly different view of the road when you are sitting on the left, and the feel of the gear that you're in under your right foot or whatever. There's a different kind of embodied or tactile connection to the car when you're driving than when you are the passenger, and stuff like driving in the rainstorm suddenly sort of started snapping into place in terms of all right, this seems fine, very tiring, but I think I know how to do this. We're not here today to go on a road trip. Well, we are sort of. We are here to play Maya Clare's The Museum of All Things, which is a game that I saw written about by Edwin on Red Paper Shotgun this morning. And I downloaded it straight away, and I messaged Austin, do you want to do an impromptu stream? And you said, what is the game? And there was a bit of me that was like, I'm not going to tell you, because I feel like this is like a deep Borgesian idea that Borges has the great Library of Babel story where, you know, every possible combination of text is in there. And Borges being Borges, rather than just starting out with that idea, he then populates the library with you know, monks and people who are searching within the library, etc. This is a 3D representation of Wikipedia. And it is organized into, well, let's let the game speak for itself.
Show me around. Walk me around the museum.
All right.
Of all things.
You wanna read what we got here, Austin?
Let me finish chewing.
Okay,
this sandwich.
sounds good. I'll read this.
You start
I'll read
this
this
side,
left
yeah.
panel. Welcome to the Museum of All Things. This museum is different from any you've visited in the physical world, so it may take a moment to get your bearings. The lobby. Right now, you are in the museum's lobby, tailored to give you a pleasant starting point on your visit. If you ever wish to return here, you may open your museum menu and select Return to Lobby. The lobby is divided into areas by subject, which are marked by signs and indicated on the maps in the entry hall. In each of these areas, you will find many hallways into a range of fascinating exhibits.
Museum exhibits. Exhibits are not made by hand. They are generated procedurally by pulling images and textual data from Wikipedia and Wikimedia Commons. This means any topic with a Wikipedia page can also be accessed as an exhibit in this museum. Furthermore, each exhibit contains many hallways connecting it to other exhibits. These hallways are determined based on the links in the current exhibit's Wikipedia article. You can move from exhibit to exhibit endlessly, following your curiosity. If you prefer to go straight to a particular subject, you may access the search terminal at the end of the entry hall directly behind you. Simply enter your topic of interest into the terminal's interface, and it will create a hallway for you to walk straight there. Interesting.
All right, so we can see that we have a map. And the museum, at least to begin with, is organized into these separate little wings. We have science and geography, technology and culture, art and people, and history and media. And I believe the contents of these initial rooms are not procedural. You know, for example,
they've been curated in some way.
They have. If we go into art, we will always find, for example, like sculpture in antiquity, or we will always find Thomas Kinkade or Frida Kahlo, or you know, stuff like that. It's as we enter those exhibits and they open out dizzyingly into other hyperlinks that it starts becoming procedural. Do you know where you want to start, Austin?
Oh, where do I want to? Let's start. I think I want to start with people, because people actually seems like the potential broadest of these categories. Notably, every other category here could be represented in people.
Yes. Yes, that's true. We could get wildly lost and almost certainly already.
I'm curious, who do you pick for your
starter
category?
people?
Yeah, who are your starter kit for being people? People starter kit.
Do you have a name that you would put $5 that you are going to see in? Not today. I mean, in the opening people section.
God, Jimmy Wales. It's not going to be Jimmy Wales. You know, unfortunately, the first name that comes to mind is not like good people. You know what I mean?
Oh, so this is something I love. Actually, let's wait to see when it happens, and we can talk about it then. This game kind of does something pretty cool with, like, the conception of a museum. I love that Maya, the game developer, talked about how she was inspired by, like, the Encarta Encyclopedia CD-ROMs. Do you remember the way they open with, like, the like parrot flying through
the exhibit? Yeah, that is what the vibe is here for sure.
All right, let's see. People.
Yeah, someone in the chat said, Packed Amber says, you will see Jesus, the Buddha, Hitler. Someone else suggested probably very US-centric.
List of Polish people.
Now we're fucking talking.
List of Polish people is so fucking funny. I had not thought that they would do lists.
So we're seeing
Martin Luther.
Okay, important one.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, next to each other.
Next to each other.
Not related directly.
Great curatorial impulse here. Oh, they sort of have the same name. Let's.
Yeah, they sort of do. Oh no, it's actually coincidental. They're just big reformers. They're both big, trying to reform a kind of a giant carcass of a culture. You know?
Yeah. Ibn Battuta, who I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with the name, but I don't know anything about. Kobe Bryant.
I think I was just reading about Ibn Battuta because of oh my god, what is the name of that fucking game? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has a character partly based on Ibn Battuta.
Sure.
And of course, now the game that was has a close association with the Gamergate is, of course, woke because there's now a North African in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they'll just tear each other apart at the slightest provocation.
Yeah, the leopard eating faces party, and et cetera, et cetera.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Okay.
Mary Shelley.
Okay.
J.R.R. Tolkien. I love how some of these are flat and some of them are we're going upstairs. They're like the play
stairs,
with the... Oh, Danny DeVito.
Okay, now wait a second.
Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
Linus Pauling. William Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
Luigi Mangione.
Okay, yeah.
Tupac Shakur.
Uh-huh.
Public Universal Friend.
Of course.
Freddie Mercury.
Mm-hmm. Also.
Rasputin.
There he is.
And Genghis Khan.
Is there not one? Okay, there's not. Let's go down the list of Polish people.
List of Polish people seems like a great
place
to
start. I want to kind of see how they do list.
Yeah, me too.
I love DeVito. We all know. Okay, Sylvie says you gotta go. Let's. Okay, I'll give. Let's
list of
we'll
Polish
come
people
back
first, and we'll come back
okay,
and
we'll
do DeVito.
Yeah, let's dip into list. I just kind of want to see what list of Polish people looks like. I want to know, is it just another annex like this? You know,
there's something sort of like in the construction of a game that in a lot of games functions as a kind of coup de théâtre, like the moment where the game like lifts the big curtain and reveals the majesty of the stage set, or levitates someone and you go, oh my god, this is great. For example, in case of CUD, the realization that you can dig through any surface down into caves, or the first time in CUD that you have like 8 arms and 8 swords. Even in like the AAA space, I feel like this like revelation that in the early Assassin's Creed games that the whole city is out there or whatever. There's this tiny moment in this game that I feel like is this game's version of it, which is as you watch it generate the room, which is great, and it happens like this.
Oh, list of Polish people. Yeah, everything slides into place.
This is a partial list of notable Polish or Polish-speaking or writing people. People of partial Polish heritage have their respective ancestries credited. Okay. Benjamin Zemek. Oh,
we got a photo.
This is the premiere.
Yeah.
So here is up to Polish
premiere.
people, the concept.
No.
I think.
Oh, right. Right. Be Polish as a people.
Yeah.
The peoples of Poland. Now, wait a second.
Yeah, now many Polish people play baseball, such as Bo Drabowski,
Oh, that's
Bill
funny.
Mazeroski, and Tom Pachurek.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah, absolutely. Checkers. I don't know what to do with that, but we can sit here and admire this guy.
What am I admiring here? Exactly?
Bronislaw Komorowski.
Okay, yeah, sure. A photo thereof.
Ooh.
Okay, well, sorry about Danny DeVito, but we gotta go deeper.
Polish people have been skaters.
Some of various types, presumably. Some
judo.
Some judo masters.
This is a picture of Julian Ochorovich.
Yeah. We just kind of got, and that's like not associated with a particular. Wow, that's a battle. To our left.
Do we want to see this busted thing?
Yeah, we gotta go this one. This is what we gotta go. We gotta go see the busted one.
Because this is pulling from Wikipedia, we have no guarantee of what we're going to see. Obviously, if we see a room that is just like man pulled apart by donkeys, we might avoid it or like look down at the ground as we.
Eaten by dog.
But you know how this works. This is, in a lot of ways, the discomfort at the heart of a museum. Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's great.
That's good. That's the stuff right there. Now we're playing a video game.
All right, fine. The battle?
Or we go back to Danny.
All right, let's do Danny DeVito. Oh, hang on. There's a bunch more Polish people
Let's
through
watch
here.
the rest of the, see the rest of the hall.
There's a fucking shit ton of Polish people in here in this list of Polish people. All right, here we go.
The trick is it's all the Polish people through time.
It is all.
This is just all the current Polish people.
Scorpion 7.
Scorpion 7.
Rebot goes to the chat and says, oh, yeah, now this is a list of Polish people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remarkable. That's a great photo. The one to your left is a great. Go look at this.
Yeah, Carol Bayer.
Yeah. I'm sorry, does the one to the left just say mathematical physics? Oh, it's another star. I bet. Do you think that's another error loading?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but here we have Alexander Jablonski, quantum cryptography.
Okay.
Austin, I'm beginning to suspect there are a lot of Polish people.
I think you may have found a lot.
Oh, there's Marie
Yeah.
Curie.
Yeah. Doesn't have her own exhibit now. Just a regular old
No.
portrait in the list.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she does have her own exhibit. We just sort of
Just
need to
not. We
find
can't
it.
seem to find it here. Yeah.
Polish
What's
Museum Rapper's Will. Oh, a museum with it.
That's
oh
a museum within the right. Yeah.
Now the broken door up here.
If this one opened, it would feel so good.
They're so good. I love the broken doors. Arthur Schau book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many.
Oh, it just keeps. It really does just keep going.
Oh, this is great. Look at this. What's going on here?
Wow. I have no idea. 00.2E16doba.fill dash 300x300. Thank you to the
Oh, look at
photographer. Oh,
this.
these are great photos. These are good.
There's like a game design impulse here at play that I think is really lovely, or the restriction of an impulse, right? Where like you could imagine that someone would make it so that we could go up to this and push E and learn about whatever this picture was, and instead we've been given, frankly, important context. This is to do with a list of Polish people, and that's it.
This has a little bit of the quality of the website that would play a random YouTube video with less than 100 views that you wrote about for Waypoint forever ago, along with Radio Garden.
Does that website still exist?
Someone eventually found it and sent it to us because they read your piece, but I don't remember what it's actually called.
There are several that are similar to it, and I talk about that in the piece, but there are like very particular characteristics of this site that gave it a particular aura. Anyway, we've got to move on. There's Polish people to see. Oh man, the aesthetics of Wikimedia is so cool because sometimes you get pictures like this, and sometimes we get this like extremely Creative Commons, like right down the camera. Oh.
Perfect headshot, business headshot.
Oh, great photo. Look at that mustache.
Sure.
Oh.
Wow. Who is that? Who's the big raccoon?
Who is that? 5 people posing with their friend who got turned to stone, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah, reunion.
It's
10
a
years
reunion.
since.
Polls by country.
Country.
Poland is, of course, marked black. That's very funny that it's just there.
That's where they are.
All right. There's a jump in this game. That's great.
Oh, thank God.
You can jump in any museum.
Yeah, you could go do that right now. Do you think you could find your way back, Jack?
It's sort of labeled. So I remember seeing this football player.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, I do remember that too. And then it's here and then left?
No, that's laser. It's like...
Oh, yeah, left here. Yeah. We passed that guy and then...
mathematical physicist. No, we're good. We'll be fine. I think it's here. Is it? Oh, yes. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, it is. I do remember him.
Lobby.
Look at that.
Beautiful work. All right, Danny. Oh, a cricket.
Was there a cricket loose in the museum? Is there a sprint button that you just showed me?
There is a sprint button, yeah.
Great. Do you get extra distance when you jump while sprinting?
I think so. Let's see. It's a very vertical jump.
It's a very vertical jump.
I think I do get extra distance.
You might get a little extra.
Also, if I hold down the jump button, I just bounce.
Can you bunny hop? Can you do little quick hops? Yeah.
No,
it
I
look
can't.
Like it.
It's
okay.
Yeah. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Here we go.
Daniel Michael DeVito Jr. is an American actor and filmmaker. He gained prominence for his portrayal of the taxi dispatcher Louis De Palma in the television series Taxi. He plays Frank Reynolds, and here are some films that he was in.
Yeah.
Early life and education.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, he lived a few miles away from Jersey Mike's, and that's why he's the spokesman.
Oh, that's why he's a Jersey Mike's guy. That makes sense. He'd eat there frequently. Wow. Incredible.
He's a Jersey boy.
He is a Jersey boy. Danny DeVito means life. Means Daniel of life, and I think that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Michael Lutz. Great pictures. Well, where's that link go? Where's that hallway go to?
Louis De Palma. Oh, that's his
Of course,
character,
the character
right?
from Taxi. Yeah, of course.
Career, his producing career. Yep.
Yeah.
There he is in the 80s.
Oh, there he is. Coked out of his mind. Actually, he does not look coked out there, but, you know, it was the 80s. Electric vehicle. Well, what does it say? It doesn't say. It's just one thing that's connected, huh? Golden Globe Awards. He's won some of those.
It's very
There he is.
Two beautiful daddies
This
collected
is
here.
What a wonderful wall.
Primetime Emmy Award list of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia characters. This is you know, he's had his hair
Does he have a
done.
mustache there? Can you get closer?
I think
He does.
He's
always
right
got
into
like
that Danny DeVito. Does he usually have a mustache? No,
I don't think so. I don't think
really.
it's
Sort of
up.
stubble.
He's very kind of stubbled up, yeah. Wait, what's the rear of the entry pillar? What's that say?
Oh, personal life.
Personal life, of course. He has one, yeah. It's true, Rhea Perlman in him.
Famously small.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I think that's
Shout
sort
out
of...
to Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. You want to go down, what was the one that seemed kind of strangely out of place?
Electric vehicle?
Electric vehicle.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be depressing, isn't it?
Well...
History of the battery, that seems important. Road
History
vehicle.
of the battery really might be
What I
interesting.
love is that behind you now, it says Danny DeVito. Of course.
I see. This is the issue.
Yeah.
Road vehicle, electric aircraft. Damn.
Okay, well, we make a detour. What else we got?
General Motors streetcar conspiracy. You think this is one of those racist conspiracies? Like many of them are?
Like many of them are. General Motors, what is it?
Streetcar conspiracy.
Well, let's go down the it's them. It's got to be the we don't want streetcars, we want cars.
Fine, we have
right?
to learn about this.
Yeah, this is here we go. You get a little closer, my eyes are not good on 720p. There we go.
The General Motors streetcar conspiracy refers to the convictions of General Motors and related companies that were involved in the monopolizing of the sale of buses and supplies to national city lines and subsidiaries, as well as to the allegations that the defendants conspired to own or control transit systems in violation of Section 1 of the Sherman Antitrust Act. This suit created lingering suspicions that the defendants had in fact plotted to dismantle streetcar systems in many cities in the US as an attempt to monopolize surface transportation. I do believe that.
I'm bullish. We don't believe it does. We don't believe it does have any content moderation. We just warned a little bit ago that we don't believe it does, and that we could totally wander into something. That said, we will not be going down the hallway that says horrible medical photos. You know.
Yep.
And generally speaking, I think we'll be able to do our best to avoid such things. But again, we can't give it an assurance.
Arc of history is long, and it bends towards horrible medical photos, unfortunately. Oh,
yeah.
Well, hang on. Oh, it's like a political cartoon.
This is a political cartoon, yeah. Can we get up close on that?
Yeah, of course we can. Look, well...
Okay, a little close. Yep.
The
Subway franchise, Monopoly, political pool. Yeah, the traction monster. Gas monopolies, electric trust. There it goes.
Yeah.
Wire trust.
The Sherman Antitrust Act in here.
Counter arguments. Yeah.
Oh my god. So this guy is he founds the Electric Railroaders Association, and he does an expose, and he says, "This is an urgent warning to each and every one of you that there is a careful, deliberately planned campaign to swindle you out of your most important and valuable public utilities, your electric railway system." Preach.
Damn. Preach. This guy lost. History beat him. History beat Edwin J. Quimby's ass, unfortunately. Yeah.
Counter arguments.
Real General Motors lost the fight but won the war.
Yes.
They lost the battle, won the war type situation, huh?
Pacific Electric. Oh, I love this sort of mostly empty room about the backgrounds.
If this were mine, what I would do would turn to your right, back up and turn to your right here. Nope, left. Just the wall, and then like back up to the other wall. No, like face the plant wall. Exactly. Then back up as far as you can. Now hit A for a little bit, so it's just the plant.
I can't go any. Oh, I see. I can.
Yeah.
I can
go, here we go. Perfect. In the space between the next exhibit to the left and the plant, I would have like a dotted line. that goes like, this is the shape of the streetcar that's missing from your life. Like the exact scale of one streetcar, which is bigger than this. The plant would have to be moved too, probably.
We'll
But
probably have
I'd
to
have
move the plant.
I'd have like a long picture of the streetcar.
Yeah. They'd be like,
absence.
this is what was taken from the cricket's back.
Exactly.
Phillips Petroleum Commander, United States.
Oh, the dog?
No, it's got to be the rank, right?
The rank?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see. Group Air Force.
Uh-huh.
Continental Navy, Master Commandant, Billet, General Motors Street. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of commanders over here in this country, huh?
Yeah. The Americans love war. They keep losing them, though, historically.
They do.
United States Navy.
Boo.
Booing the Navy.
I don't.
I want to get out of war.
It's Destroyer is not going to get us out of war.
I want to get out of war. Austin, do you think we can find beauty in war?
I bet we can find. Maybe.
Do you think we should phone up Terrence Malick and ask if we can find beauty in war?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? This is William John Milliken. Look at him.
William John Milliken. Yeah, I see.
San Francisco Police Department won't be going down there. Air Force Reserve, Rochester Police Department.
I wonder if we can find anything we would like in this entire exhibit.
Brigadier General. It's not looking like here are two guys
cutting cake. If we could find the entrance for cake, that would be great. I bet we won't. But it could be in here, right? Because like the word commander feels like it could have, or the entry for commander feels like it could have boats.
M1 Abrams.
That's a tank. Get out of here.
Keep running. Sprint down this whole way. Oh, there's nothing. No way out. There's a bunch of these guys. Oh man, it's some guy from the Padres.
But give us the Padres,
Who the fuck is this? That's Kemp Tolley.
Yeah, There's no exits. There's so many photos. I guess Wikimedia also, right? Wikimedia Commons, like anything with the word that's been tagged with commander or something.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
How could we get to the Magic the Gathering format? Great question, Sai. Dead end.
Oh, look at this picture.
It's
Vice President Cheney and Cheney. Well, sometimes there are good pictures of bad people.
Almost always. Yeah.
Almost always.
They can hire the best photographers.
I remember this fellow. Oh, this is down to the San Francisco Police Department.
Are we done? This is all of Commander? That can't be right.
Lieutenant Colonel. No, there's got to be fucking oodles of it somewhere else. Destroyer.
We came this way. So yeah, go that way.
Oh, I was really hoping it would be...
Okay, well, go in. It's better than this. Let's see the scrambled egg uniform, and I bet we can get to scrambled eggs from here. What is the scrambled egg uniform? What?
You want to read this?
Yeah, scrambled eggs, American English, or scrambled egg, British English, is a slang term for the typically leaf-shaped embellishments found on the visors of peaked caps worn by military officers and by metonymy for the senior officers who wear them. The phrase is derived from the resemblance that the emblems have to scrambled eggs, particularly when the embellishments are gold. Oh, I see. They're derived from the resemblance that the emblems have to scrambled eggs, particularly when the embellishments are golden color. Today, the scrambled eggs emblem, in one form or another, has been adopted by the majority of the world's navies. Exceptions include the French Navy and the Italian Armed Forces, which use respectively embroideries or different varieties of chin straps on the officer's cap bands to indicate seniority. Although the use of the term is principally military, some civilians, such as airline and merchant ship captains and senior uniformed law enforcement officers, have similar embellishments on the peaks or visors of their hats. Calling them the scrambled eggs is very funny. I would love to just find eggs or scrambling. Slang. Okay, it's a little risky.
We might get some blue content.
Yeah,
Major League Baseball. Well,
we got some options immediately.
We got some options.
Yeah.
No. We've tried this. It's not good. They're telling me about Britain. I don't need to learn about that. Don't want to learn about that. American English. These Fucking fairly identical hats everywhere. Military. British Armed Forces. No, our option here is Major League Baseball or slang. Oh my god. Here's the thing. The risks in slang are high, but the
They're very high.
rewards...
We gotta go to slang. We gotta see slang. We
I
know
gotta-
what we're gonna get in Major League Baseball, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Look, it's gonna just be a bunch of fucking baseballers. Thus,
There's the trophy. Wait, what's that one to your left? Go in and peek around. What's that? Oh, it's a baseball card.
it's Cy Young.
It's Cy Young. It's the Cy Young.
The graph. Okay, all right. We're gonna go into slang. Listen, chat.
That is a kind of way. Can we go look at that graph really quick?
Oh, is it? Are we accidentally learning something?
I want to. Yeah, well, zoom. Go to that graph. Here's what's wild to me. If you see a graph of points in like an NBA game, you know, points per game graph in history, you would see that there has been a ridiculous uptick in the amount of points per game over history. Just in the last 20 years, we've gone up from an average of 94 points per game to 106 points per game. Huge uptick. If you look at the history of 3-pointers, they've gone sky high. But it looks like we've been at about 7 to 11 point runs per game in a Major League Baseball game, since 1900.
Do you think the shot clock is gonna do something to this graph?
Maybe.
I fucking hate the shot clock. All my homies hate the shot clock. All right, slang.
Slang.
Yes, indeed.
Sylvie says this graph is why I don't care about baseball.
Okay.
Oh wow, we're in it. We are fucking in it immediately.
We're in it. So something I had not considered is that we're just gonna get stuff that I don't understand at all. You know? What's that about?
I won't tell us.
Michael Silverstein, vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
That's gonna be a good one. Yep. Slang is important to construct indexicality and identity. Yep, totally.
Yeah, the social is predicated on its exclusions. Himbo. wait. Stay on the himbo for a second. Go back to the himbo for me. Are you there? Are you at the himbo?
I'm at the himbo.
Himbo. I don't know if that came through or not, but
it did come through. It did.
Okay.
Austin went to get his horn.
Yeah, I got my horn.
Social implications. Yep. Social implications of slang. Colloquialism, in-group and out-group. They talk about idiocracy that has people who use all various sorts of aggressive slang. These slangs sound very foreign and alienating to the protagonist of the movie, a U.S. Army librarian. Hey, fuck idiocracy. Argot. Usage. Language. Cool. Here's a bunch of old German slang, I think. No, these are people's names, I think.
Those are people's names. Who could say?
Who could say? Formation of slang.
No one knows. Things just happen. I'm sure no one has studied. Ooh, etymology of the word slang. What is it?
Referred to the vocabulary of low and disreputable people, and then it was no longer associated with disreputable people, but continued to be applied to essentially low usage.
The actual etymology is unclear.
They always fucking say this, don't they?
Yeah.
Someone
that,
knew.
or it's like, oh, it's from the Proto-Indo-European, sla and ung, representing throwing a stone into the water or whatever,
Yeah, Etymon Line gets up, he types 400 words of that every morning, and he goes to bed.
Did you actually see the Etymon Line PIE blog post from a while ago?
I didn't see the PIE one. I think that the Etymon Line mission statement is fascinating. Have you ever read that?
I almost certainly, but I'm not. But I don't have it on hand. You talk to me about it.
Oh, he's like a particular kind of internet libertarian that has been primarily superseded by another kind of internet, another kind of worse internet libertarian.
Right? No, yeah, I see. Yeah, there's a lot of these folks. And they're mad that the sort of well of libertarianism turned out to be a slightly different well than they thought it would
Than
be.
they thought it would be. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Etym Online is this really interesting resource for etymology. It's sort of mostly my go-to etymological dictionary. And I think it's really fascinating when sort of projects like this, often by a single person, have a manifesto or have a mission statement. You know, kind of like getting a way into how this guy is thinking about not just etymology, but like his particular application of dictionary writing or whatever. What's his thing on PIE?
Back in 2023, he made a post called "PIE and Me," and in that post, he's basically like, "Listen, I don't get this. I'm not a PIE expert. If you are someone who really wants to learn about Proto-Indo-European, this is not the site for you. There are a bunch of other resources that are more serious about this." And the exact quote here is, "The PIE currently in the Etym Online represents various stages of giving up on the whole thing, except in the broadest, most general way. The most it aims to tell you is something like, quote, linguists, many of them think, or sometimes have thought, that this word and that word had a common prehistoric ancestor. And here's a set of letters in an accessible alphabet that looks something like that never written ancestor word might look like if prehistoric folks had only these 26 letters and knew what to do with them," which is eye-rolling stupid. Basically, like, this is not what I'm good at. You know, there are other PIE resources. If you're serious about this, you should probably use those. I'm leaving this stuff up on here. You know, I can't get down all the PIE stuff, easily. It would be stupid for me to try that, but I'm not going to get better at it. It's just not the thing I'm good at, which is interesting, to say the least.
It is a kind of approach to your own work or your own project that is not terribly fashionable right now on the internet.
No, yeah, I mean, like, literally, the thing he says is, I trust myself to do history. I don't trust myself to do the high wire thinking involved in PIE linguistics.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Which is a shame, because there's some really, because really what it is, wow, cool online dictionary, great look. It looks good, but it doesn't mean that it's reliable in any sort of real way,
Yeah.
So.
British slang.
Yeah, sure.
Something to do with lemons.
Apparently. Lemon, chon, lemon. That's not how you pronounce that, probably. I have no idea what that symbol is. I shouldn't try to guess.
Talking about thieves' cant. Cool.
Of course.
Cant, low reg. Oh.
Hello to the little dog. What is illustration of a tin dog? What's it say underneath there? Can you get a little closer for me? What's it say above there? That's something cut off.
Something of our enterprise.
Okay,
and then this says 6p per pound. Soup and something. As will be seen by our first something, is our intention to illustrate our...
Great.
Oh, great. That's really good. Got the morbs.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Group identity.
Social plonk. Plonk. Do you know anybody on a fish podcast that might know anything about a plonk?
I don't know. I don't know whether or not they've
plonk.
Pencil.
Sorry, I've been reprogrammed to always say plonk when I see
when he sees it.
Yeah.
Linguist. Okay. Helsinki slang.
Helsinki slang. We got to go in there. We're gonna have to go in there.
Social implications. Debates about slang. Standard language. That's very dull. Leet speak.
People in the chat don't know about Pennsyltucky. That's funny.
I don't think I know about Pennsyltucky.
You could get there just by looking at that map that we walked past and thinking about what it says.
I see AV. Suffix. Sure.
Uh-huh. I think that's interesting about this as a game is like, there's no click for more.
No, not at all.
There's no click here to load your browser. Let's get up close on this. What were we,
What is going on here?
Gee, some baby, attaboy, say bo, I'll tell the world. Those are all instances of slang. Thanks to Cecil Glossop.
Yeah, cool. Maybe. Uh-huh. I don't know.
Some baby.
That's some baby. Okay, Helsinki slang.
Helsinki slang.
I'll find my way back.
Plonk.
Sprinting at high speed towards Helsinki slang. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know what I expected. Lots of pictures of Helsinki is, sounds about right.
Hi from Helsinki, by the way, says Mucus. Meuhkis. I hope I didn't just mispronounce your name into something gross.
Hello.
Mayukus, maybe?
Dialect, sociolect.
Here we go. Usage and examples. What do we got?
Oh
You got
my
any
God.
Examples?
Many literary works in Helsinki slang contain long sentences with a large density of slang words, making them especially hard to decipher for the general Finnish-speaking population. Examples where the slang words are in italics and in the same order in both the original and translation follow. Slang words obey normal Finnish grammar, regardless of their etymology. However, Helsinki slang is always both spoken and written as colloquial Finnish, never as properly grammatical kirjakieli, literally book language. For example, can you fix that in a working condition is this, as you can see written, in slang, where this, to do work, and kondis are slang words. Okay.
Jack, I think if you go back to the front of this exhibit.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get a lot of help here, Austin, because...
Yeah, we are. We're going to read the front one. What's this say?
Okay. Helsinki slang is a local dialect and sociolect of the Finnish language.
See, there's the difference. It's a dialect.
Yeah. It's characterized by its abundance of foreign loanwords. It first evolved in the late 19th century as a sociolect of the multilingual Helsinki working-class communities where Swedish and Finnish-speaking youth lived together with Russian, German, and various other language minorities. Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's characterized by an unusual, strikingly large number of obvious foreign loanwords. Nevertheless, it's counted as a dialect in its own right.
Cool.
Huh. That's neat. I sort of want to see some examples of it, but,
Oh, we just did, didn't we? Isn't there some examples here? Yeah. I guess actually, okay, let's go back to it really, because I think I do understand from this tiny bit. Can you fix that in a working condition? The words being used here for the words work and condition are part of the Helsinki slang, not what you would write in regular Finnish.
Right.
Duna or whatever, however, D-U-U-N-A-A, work on or whatever, and kondis, K-O-N, kondis, like condition, like the German word for condition or something,
Huh. Yeah. That's weird. Dialect.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, President of Moldova.
Mm.
State. Polity. Oh, yep. West Germanic dialect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a big one. Conscription. We don't want to go back down there. We learned our lesson about ethnicity, accent, language. Oh, that one's going to be massive.
It's a big one.
Languages with legal status in India. The Philippines.
Oh, all the Philippines. Fun.
Here's someone saying something, but I don't know.
What? Yeah. Hard to imagine as anyone else used to do Wikipedia races, they'd be so wild in this. That'd be very wild.
Oh,
I was also thinking about Everest Pipkin's Sun Grazer, which is a really great. If people haven't watched that, people should go watch that. It's fantastic.
That's a Wikipedia game or Wikipedia game-like thing, right?
It's like it's a Wikipedia performance piece is what it is.
Oh yes.
It's like a talk that's being given via not via, but along with the sort of carefully crafted journey through a number of Wikipedia articles, which of course, if performed again, might not work again because of how Wikipedia works. You'd have to reroute it, basically.
We have a Brendan Chung-ass book cover here.
It really is. God, did you see the Skin Deep trailer?
I did not. I have not seen any Skin
Don't
Deep
worry
trailers.
about it. Just play it when it comes out.
I am not. I haven't played any demos. It's coming out so soon. Skin Deep is the latest game by Brendan Chung and his team, who made Gravity Bone and 30 Flights of Loving and Quadrilateral Cowboy, kind of like one of the most singular aesthetic teams working in games. The vibes that they managed to pull out of these sort of it's like part magical realism, part noir, part sci-fi stories. They're fantastic. And Skin Deep is about space. It's about breaking into and moving around spaceships, as I understand it.
Yeah, sure.
But, that's saying that about a Blendo game is wild. That would be like saying that Tom Francis's Heat Signature is a game about flying spaceships.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're involved. There's a good overlap, but to different ends. But actually maybe similar ends, which the ends is comedy. The ends is laughing really loud.
Oh, it's an immersive sim. Right, I remember this. It's always like an immersive sim type thing. You can you have like a sneeze meter or something.
I was going to say it. I was like, I don't want to spoil the sneeze meter for Jack.
Oh, it's great. It's really, really good. I think that Brandon talked about like Die Hard being a weird influence in a lot of his stuff.
There is some very clear Die Hard influence in that trailer. So
Tuscany.
Ooh.
Let's see some pretty pictures of Tuscany. Or this.
The flag. The flying horse of
Fucking
Tuscany.
Great flag, though.
The Pegasus of Tuscany. Great flag. You can put anything on a flag. Remember that.
You can put anything on a flag, and don't let Roman Mars tell you otherwise. You ever seen the flag of, Yeah, Venice. Look up the flag of Venice. It's fucking amazing. Oh, cricket's back.
Oh, great flag.
Regions of
Great
Italy,
flag.
Florence. That is where Tuscany is. Yep. High culture. Marolino di Scansano. Well, okay, Florence, I guess. That was that was a very small.
Now Florence, they're like, here are the photos.
Now here are the Ooh.
Flag of the Grand Duchy of Tuscany.
Flag. Those are the Dragon Balls.
That's that. When you get them all, you make a wish. The Italian dragon shows up. I heard the Italian stallion. That's Rocky.
Yeah.
The Italian dragon is different.
That's an actual. That's an actual dragon.
It's an actual dragon. Yeah.
What happened was Goku and Co. all got all the Dragon Balls, and then they wished that Italy became real, and then it did, and now that's the world that we're in.
Goku was really hungry, like he gets, and he was like, "I wish there was a place where all the food was great." And then the rest of the world was born, and in there was Italy. So,
thank you, Goku.
Thank you, Goku.
This is where the dad is kept in Assassin's Creed 2.
Of course, yeah.
Or maybe the brother, maybe the dad. I think it's the dad. I've been to Florence. My shoe broke in this square and filled with water, and then I went and I bought some new shoes in Florence.
Was it raining, or the water just was a miracle?
Raining. It was a miracle. Okay. It was raining. That's beautiful. This is a really cool bridge, a really sick bridge.
Great bridge.
I've been on this bridge.
I love a bridge where they build stuff into it. Janine and I were playing some Baldur's Gate 3 a year ago, and there's a town in the second act of that game that is like an area where you like cross a bridge and there's buildings built into the bridge and stuff. And I was like, damn,
so good.
People should do that more. It's fun. It's cool.
We should put that in Perpetua.
Yeah, Perpetua feels like a good place for that.
Unfortunately, we know where a lot of stuff in Perpetua is. There's always more stuff to find.
You're headed to a city you don't know anything about right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jack, can I say the name of the city you're headed to?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see here. Let me get my Perpetua map up. It says random notes Perpetua. That's not what I'm looking for. What was the last time Here we go. Let's see. I believe I know the name, but I'm just going to double check it.
Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you're on your way into. I was just thinking the other side. Now I think you're headed towards Calstega Bay.
Yes.
We saw some wild shit. The other side of the game is headed towards Sen, City of Iron Chains.
Oh, sick! I don't know anything about that. I don't think I was involved with Sen at all.
No.
How neat. Yeah, we got nouns in Perpetua. It's true.
It's true.
Have I been here? I don't think I have been here. Look at that. They put a lot of extra bits on that building.
Why not? Those are all chimneys? What are those?
Chimneys on the top. No, I think it's just pillars. I think it's just
you mean on the outside?
Yeah.
On the leftmost side where it's just like
what is going on
10
there?
chimneys, you know?
I guess that's where all the bedrooms were. Military camp? No. Ostrogoths. Learn about the Ostrogoths. Sports? It's represented by ACF Fiorentina in football. Italian language. That's Da Vinci. Oh, it's that same building again.
It is. The Palazzo Pitti.
I think I have been here. Oh my god, look at that.
Who is this? Is this a pig? Boar?
Beautiful, beautiful pig.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. 100 Years War? No. Ooh, tasty. Well, I don't know, it looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Looks okay.
Yeah.
It's lacking in ambiance. Dante.
Dante, of course.
Looking up at the cathedral.
Yeah. All sorts of stuff up there. They put that all up there.
Rome, Kingdom of Italy. Oh, a little pond.
Sorry, I had to scoff because I saw a post on Blue Sky the other day.
Oh yeah, they really do post out there, don't they?
I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically like, remember the good old days when rich people used to just spend their money, patronizing art or like paying for art to be made just because they wanted cool art to exist.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
It's ahistorical to me.
I would say that is ahistorical to me.
I would say it's ahistorical. I would say you might want to dig a little deeper.
Oh,
I'm going to send you and just you the link to this. I don't want people searching it out. You know, I'm not trying to dunk on this person particularly.
I'm
but
trying
I do
to dunk on them conceptually and
Yeah.
What's the word? Anonymously.
Yeah. Yeah, it was explicitly something like, you know, in the old days, rich people, they weren't looking for profit when they paid for art. They were just doing it for art's sake, basically.
For art's sake, really?
Yeah.
And maybe let's, just have a little conversation about the construction of art as a category. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why I maybe was reminded of this while walking through this particular exhibit.
I said we weren't going to do some grim stuff, but look at this fucking incredible picture of a dude getting hanged. If you don't want to see a dude getting hanged very far away, look away. It's an amazing
It's a photo,
picture,
or is it a painting, right?
Look at this painting.
Wait, where is he? Oh, I see. I do
Seems
see.
kind of overkill, doesn't it?
A little much.
It's a little much.
A little much. I like all the people who are just like in the plaza that day.
Yeah, it reminds me of there's a Bela Tarr film called Workmeister Harmonies, and halfway through that film, an entire town sort of becomes obsessed with like standing in little groups in a big square, and like an entire town's populace just sort of like gets filtered out into these groups like this. People kind of moving.
They're all just like standing around barrels of fire, or just like
they're
a
getting
lamppost,
angry for no damn reason at all.
That's great. Yeah. Well, the count is coming or whatever, right?
I think he's here and he's about to whip them. And the Count, of course, rather than being a noble figure, is instead a sort of like, in the language of the film, a circus freak who has the capacity to like say something that causes the populace to like revolt.
Yeah.
It's great. You should check out Bela Tarr's films. You should see Workmeister Harmonies. You should see The Turin Horse, which is, they're not jolly films, but you know, it's a good time. Global Language Monitor. I have no idea what that is. Here is the creative commons.
Global Language Monitor?
You want to learn about the Global Language Monitor, Austin?
I got to at least see whatever the front with the.
Okay,
it's
a company based in Texas that analyzes trends.
Oh, in the English language.
Austin, Texas. That's
Sure.
its logo.
What is the what? Oh, it's like letters. It's like a letter globe. It's like a letter cloud.
Yeah, but
I see. And that's it.
Oh,
what do we got?
Oh,
fads and trends. All right, now we're talking. Sort of the slang of things.
Fad or trend? You know what fads are, chat. I don't think we need to explain this.
Yeah.
Oh, culture. Cool.
Economics. Yeah. No, wait a second. I actually have a question about that.
I think
culture.
the answer is no.
You think it's its own separate? It will not lead us to
the culture. Section.
We should check.
It's gonna take us. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare. Yep, culture as the concept.
change. God
Holy
damn.
Lord.
What's
Who is
change
that?
say? I don't know. 29 ways in which cultural change can be brought about, including growth, development, evolution, involution, renovation, reconception, reform, innovation, revivalism, revolution, mutation, progress, diffusion, osmosis, borrowing, eclecticism, syncretism, modernization, indigenization, and transformation.
I'd like to announce the threequel to Realis, which is a tabletop game played using this
These
list of
29
circumstances.
ways. Yeah,
Social behavior, etymology. Now, what were we doing? We were learning about fads and
We
trends.
Let's learn some fads and trends. Yeah.
Fads
Formation.
and trends. Nope, that's subject and object philosophy. I do not. Well, no, hold on.
Now that's one of them.
That
That's
is
one of the big
them.
ones.
It's very charming.
It is.
Okay, so it's probably the Macarena, isn't it?
It's gotta be. Wait, what's termination? Is it termination of a trend or a fad? Yeah. Fads end because all innovative possibilities have been exhausted. Says who?
Says who?
I don't know that that's always true.
I feel a certain type of way when I see the video of the attendees at the Democrat National Convention at the time the Macarena was invented, dancing the Macarena.
The Macarena.
While they were like waiting for, like, it's like, you know, like in GDQ when sometimes the camera's just on the room as people are like filing in or whatever. It's a shot of the convention hall as people are filing in and they're playing the Macarena over the speakers and a bunch of people in the front row are dancing. And it's like, man, the particular American moment rendered out in low definition film in a major way. Okay. Music of Spain. I think the Macarena is pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh, there are a bunch of benches.
Yeah, to sit and think
Just
about the Macarena.
Think about the Macarena. Yeah.
Look around and read about the Macarena.
Macarena Christmas, of course. Do you think there's sleigh bells in the Macarena Christmas?
Yes, it has a couple of jingle bells added. Just when you thought this was just a version of their worldwide smash with a couple of jingle bells added, this seasonal single erupts into a cheerful medley of joy to the world, jingle bells on Silent Night.
I was listening to
for
it.
all those who are looking for an uncomplicated Christmas. Sylvie says the benches are so you can sit down after dancing yourself tired.
Wait 1 second. I'm gonna try something new that I historically have not been able to do.
Austin has gotten a new mixer, and this mixer was recommended by a dear friend of ours who you may recognize for also using a soundboard.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's not the same one. I think Keith is a little more special. I think Keith has a little more going on.
Keith says
here.
the Media Club Plus stuff on it. It came with that.
That's right. Yeah. Now wait a second. I just need to. I think it's this. I think this will just get us banned from Twitch. Let's see if this is true.
They'll warn us, right? They won't ban us.
You're right. They probably won't ban us. It's not that one. Is it this one? Let's see. Ready?
Well, this sounds like the beginning of the Macarena.
You can hear it.
Oh, yeah. This, to me, sounds normal and not Christmassy.
Well. Just when you thought this was just a version of the worldwide smash with a couple of jingle bells added, the seasonal single erupts into a cheerful medley of joy to the world, jingle bells and Silent Night.
Wow.
There it is. I'm going to just jump ahead a little bit and see.
Yeah, sounds good. This is fucking awful.
What you can't see is that they're doing the Macarena.
Are they doing it Christmas style?
They're in red and white.
I don't get this.
Was that a cat? Wait.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
I do think it was.
There's just a loose cat in the studio.
No, I'm coming
This
back
is just
on
the
board
guys
as they're
doing the
playing the
Macarena.
Macarena again.
Yeah, that's just the Macarena again. All right, well,
I'm gonna have a little lead in here in case we get this YouTube struck and Keith has to edit this out. We just
Keith.
listened to Macarena Christmas. Wasn't very good.
it wasn't very good.
Dance music. A mí me gusta. This is ocean. It's a space for the
Well,
Macarena.
this is where the Macarena is done
Yes.
every 15 minutes by the Macarena crew. Wait, listen. Do you hear it? That's the Macarena slowed down to 0.0001% speed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
If you speed it up a bunch, it just sounds like the Windows startup sound, actually.
It's Brian Eno.
Yeah.
Do we want to do country music, electro pop, or one-hit wonder? Wait, let's see what's over here. People Magazine and remix.
Great question.
Sylvie says the meow at this speed is gonna hit.
One hit wonder. Yeah, Sylvie's not wrong. Sylvie's never wrong.
It's true. No, Sylvie is Sylvie's wrong about some stuff. Like, Sylvie and I disagree on some stuff.
Okay.
And I think Sylvie hates Tom Hanks, and I think he's merely fine. But
I'm with Sylvie. Sylvie's right.
You hate him? You hate him?
Since I was a child, I've hated Tom Hanks. I've cooled on it a little bit, but I still don't like him. I don't. He's never resonated. He's always been the enemy.
The enemy.
Yeah. He's
So
the
he disgusts me.
Yeah, he's the velvet glove of American cultural imperialism.
This is why I think he's a really interesting guy.
I didn't say he wasn't interesting. I hate lots of things that are interesting.
Name another
My
one.
hatred is not reserved for the boring. Don't think you can get out of the eye blasts I will fire at you simply by being boring.
That's true. In fact, yeah.
Or interesting.
Or interesting. Or interesting.
He's the world's father. He's what people thought, Ronald Reagan was.
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. Who's it who I was reading about like some like a read on Reagan's like affect and Reagan's speaking affect as being like part of the construction of his mythology. I don't remember if is it Adam Curtis does a whole big thing on Reagan and the way Reagan speaks? I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe.
It was talking about how Reagan had this capacity and this like conscious ability to present one kind of like spoken affect while saying almost exactly the opposite thing, and this kind of like jarring effect was very compelling.
Oh yeah, people loved it. People ate that up. Yeah.
Where it's like
That's how I feel about Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is fine. Whatever. Get out of here, Tom Hanks.
Get out of here, Tom Hanks. I'm reading The Devil's Candy right now, which is a book by Julie Salomon about the doomed production of the 1990s Brian De Palma film Bonfire of the Vanities. And Salomon was the, I think, New Yorker film critic at the time, and she said to Brian De Palma as the film was beginning production, "Can I be on set? I want to write a book about making this film." And then the film fucking exploded in these really spectacular ways. Like Bruce Willis's star was kind of rising at that moment, and Salomon kind of captures him being like the worst person to work with in a lot of different ways. Brian De Palma's weird like peccadillos start coming into play. It's fascinating. And Tom Hanks is the lead of Bonfire of the Vanities. And I have not read enough yet to have an opinion about Tom in Bonfire of the Vanities. I will say, I think that they made a mistake by losing their producer and not hiring another one.
Oh, interesting.
They still have like 150 people
They
to
don't
cast.
have a producer in
De
that?
Palma is producing it, and I think
That's a problem.
the director's job is complicated, and the producer's job is complicated, and they both need
those are two different jobs, ideally.
different jobs.
Yeah.
Musician. Record chart, Billboard magazine. Here are some one-hit wonders. Because I Got High, An Honest Mistake, Do You Really Like It, Mercy, and Crazy. Sure.
Huh. Wait. Okay. I guess that's true about Gnarls Barkley, but I think that that's a stretch in some ways.
I agree. Compared
know what
to
I mean?
something like Afro Man, Because I Got High, which is a classic one-hit wonder. Gnarls Barkley has stuff.
Well, explicitly, Gnarls Barkley is made up of two people who have had big, successful careers otherwise.
Yeah, does that count? No, it doesn't count.
I guess it doesn't count. I guess you're right. It's a different thing. It's just a different thing if two people who are already successful and have their own careers do a album together with a track that hits, and then I guess they put out multiple other albums, and if I guess nothing hit off of those, then maybe.
If, for example, Wings had only released one hit, it would be unfair to call Wings
Paul
a
McCartney,
one-hit wonder.
Wings a one-hit wonder. I guess. Maybe you're right, though. This is actually making me come back around the other way.
Getting talked into it. Signature song. Ooh, that's interesting, because that's kind of one way to see that is the opposite of a one-hit wonder. A song that you nevertheless play
that's
all the
true.
time, but because
Yes.
you've developed a kind of a catalog.
Yes. Absolutely.
Born in the USA. Honorific nicknames in popular music. Okay, I'm just going into this one. Wow.
Oh, we had lots of photos here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Who have we got
This
here?
is a sort of. I'm sorry. What's the title of this exhibit?
Honorific nicknames in popular music.
Interesting. Now, here's the thing that I think is fun. Do you think how many of these do you think we'll know?
Oh, yeah, great. Enrique Iglesias.
No idea. It's gonna be like I don't know. I don't know.
Taylor Swift.
Now, this is important because it's not a nickname. It's an honorific.
No, it's an honorific.
So,
it would be like,
for instance,
example,
look to the right a little bit.
here we have Michael
That's
Jackson.
the king of pop.
This is the king of pop right here in a terrible
Right.
photo of him.
Yeah.
It looks like it got radiation damaged.
It does.
Sylvie says honorific nicknames like Springsteen-chan. No.
That's right. Uh-huh.
What do they call Bob Dylan?
Something of folk, right? This is probably? No?
I don't know. Maybe. Eminem.
I don't know.
None of the... Michael was the only one that really, Lata Mangeshkar.
Sure.
Christina Aguilera.
I don't know.
Britney Spears.
Straight and crop.
Straight and crop.
No, see, this is the thing. It's not a self-epithet. It's not a self-epithet. It's not Slim Shady. Slim Shady is not an honorific nickname.
No.
Go back and read. Jack, we got to go back and read for the class what an honorific nickname is. When describing popular music artists, honorific nicknames are used most often in the media or by fans to indicate the significance of an artist and are often religious, familiar, or most frequently royal and aristocratic titles used metaphorically. Honorific nicknames are used in classical music in Europe, even in the early 19th century, with figures such as Mozart being called the father of modern music and Bach the father of modern piano music. They're also particularly prominent in African-American culture in the post-Civil War era, perhaps as a means of conferring status that had been negated by slavery and as a result entered early jazz and blues music, including figures such as Duke Ellington and Count Basie. In U culture, despite its Republican constitution and ideology, royalist honorific nicknames have been used to describe leading figures in various areas of activity, such as industry, commerce, sports, and the media. Father or mother have been used for innovators, and royal titles such as king and queen for dominant figures in the field.
Okay. Sure.
In the land of U.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Is he going to be like
King of Metal or...
I don't think... Is that true?
I don't think so. He's Ozzy is what he's called. You know?
Yeah, but
he's like,
but the King of Bats. Thank you, Robot Ghost.
Is
Yes.
he like the Dark Prince or something? You know?
Oh, he is the Dark
Prince of
Prince.
Darkness,
He is
yeah.
the Prince of Darkness. He is the Prince of Darkness. Thank you, chat.
Got it.
Actually, Jack, did you get there yourself?
I got there just before Castle Kundarak said Prince of Darkness.
Incredible.
Madonna, Queen of Pop.
She's the Queen of Pop, right? That's true. That has to be true.
She's I am.
You're not a Madonna fan.
No, I was gonna say I am ambivalent about Madonna. Here is what I will say: her debut album, Madonna, is extraordinary. You should. It is.
Is that
wild.
the one? Did we get that from? Did we get a tape of that from that tape place?
We did.
Or is it a different Madonna?
We did get it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to hear someone just like come out fully formed with like, oh shit, she is. And also, if you compare it to like the pop that was released, actually it was released, I think just a few months before Cyndi Lauper's She's So Unusual, which is also a phenomenal pop album. And like the two of them kind of just like figured it out at about the same time, which I really like.
That's wild.
Celine Dion. Oh, she's
Oh, she's got to be a queen too, right?
Me looking at Celine Dion, she's got to be a queen. Okay, here we have Bob Marley, King of Reggae.
King of Reggae, got to be the king.
I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. and I can't read Korean.
It's written in Korean. It's written in Hangul, so I have no idea.
That is Nicki Minaj.
That is, of course, Nicki Minaj. But is she?
I mean, is Nicki the queen of rap?
But is she? No, this is the thing. I am fine with Nicki Minaj, but is she?
She's so influential.
Not like Missy Elliott.
Not like Missy Elliott.
Who is also the queen of rap. This is the thing. Missy Elliott was the queen of rap when Nicki Minaj was a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, Queen Latifah, queen of rap. Queen of hip hop, maybe. I would give Queen Latifah queen of hip hop, and I would give Missy Elliott queen of rap.
Jay Hawkins says, I think Nicki had a very hot moment.
Yep.
You
made it the hot line, I made it a hot song. It's...
We walked into the exhibit where Austin specifically takes issue with Nicki Minaj as the queen of rap, which I think is fair.
That's what it is to be in a museum. You go and you go, okay.
That is what it is to be in a museum. Celia Cruz. Oh my God. Oh, this is we've hit the mother load of people we recognize. Mariah Carey. Now this might be the queen of pop.
Now I think there could be two queens of pop, because I think Mariah Carey and Madonna both get to do it, and they're both M's, which is fun.
Queen of Christmas, that's true.
Queen of Christmas songs might be right. I think well earned. I think
you're not a big Christmas song person in general, Austin.
I'm not, but the handful that I was just saying in a recording for Shelf by Genre, where we're listening to, or we're talking about all of the Sprawl trilogy from William Gibson plus Burning Chrome, the short story collection, that I actually really like Wham's Last Christmas.
I like Wham's
one
Last
that people
Christmas.
hate.
It's a little melancholy, isn't it?
It's very melancholy. Yeah. What I don't like is the AI up-res 4K version of the video that is now the only one that's available on the internet.
That's awful. Yeah. I think I quite like All I Want for Christmas Is You. There is something kind of like metrically perfect, and I don't mean perfect in the sense of good, I mean perfect in the sense of like precise, like pristine, perfect like a diamond, in kind of frightening in that way, about All I Want for Christmas Is You, which I think is kind of great. I like Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time, because I learned that Paul McCartney composed that after they gave him a keyboard, like Moog or whoever it was, gave him a keyboard, hoping that, they give the songwriter of the Beatles this keyboard, and they're like, oh, he'll really sell the product. And instead he just pushes all the buttons in one go and writes Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time, which is really, really lovely.
It's like that Gorillaz track, huh?
It is like the Gorillaz track. That Gorillaz track is great. Here is Prince.
The artist.
The artist.
Yeah.
However good you think Prince was.
And also Prince, this is the thing that's fun. Prince already has the honorific. It's Prince.
It's Prince.
Yeah. Prince is so good.
Prince is so good. Sometimes I will hear a song on the radio that I can tell is not Prince singing, and I will be like, this song's fucking great, and I'll look it up and Prince wrote it to, give someone. Purple Rain is so good. You hear Purple Rain enough times and you think you're going to be done with Purple Rain. No. Ditto When Doves Cry. Also, I heard Little Red Corvette in an Ace Hardware, and I stopped and stood in the middle of the Ace Hardware just so I could listen to Little Red Corvette. Vera Lynn, Cher.
Sure.
Oh my God. I'm not
Cher?
a huge Cher person, but I was listening to the radio as I was driving across the country, and If I Could Turn Back Time came on, which is one of the best songs ever written.
What is Cher?
The queen of pop.
Is she the queen, or is she? And is it pop, or is it like something bigger than pop?
She's sort of. I don't know. I don't
either.
Go and listen to If I Could Turn Back Time, and you will hear like a style of production that we just do not know how to make anymore. You see like John Carpenter movies, and you're like, not only do we not like films like this anymore, nobody, like, the Hollywood did not select for the passing on of knowledge to learn how to light films like this anymore. There's like a kind of production in Turn Back Time that you just do not hear anymore. It's great. Vera Lynn,
we get some guesses here. Goddess of Pop from Jay Harkins. Mother of Pop from some people. Maybe just Mother. Maybe just simply Mother. Empress Dowager. Different Moon says this photo specifically is given patron saint.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that mic's got to be uncomfortable to hold.
Probably, yeah.
But she's slavery in the United States, sure.
Okay,
sure. We know why from earlier. You know, they were talking about those honorifics.
We do know, yeah. Do you count
Talia. I do not know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
It looks a bit like Portia de Rossi, but she is not Portia de Rossi.
Right, sure.
It's Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Katy Perry.
Wow, the crickets are a little rude, huh?
I know. Elvis
Are you
Presley.
an Elvis Presley guy? An Elvis Presley fan?
I think
this is another pop, or this is a rock and roll.
This is the king of rock and roll.
But not king of rock, right? Is he just the king of rock?
No, he's just the king.
He's just the king. You're right. He's just the king. Right. Duh.
I am not much of an Elvis Presley. I won't seek him out, but here's the thing. Actually, here's where I am. I won't seek him out. I will almost always have a good time when I am listening.
Sure. Okay.
I think his voice has a lot of detail in it.
Yeah.
I think he has a good voice. And I like rock and roll, you know?
A great question from Sai. Is the boss in here?
I fucking hope so.
And that's one where both the king and the boss are ones where it's both used as a fan. I mean, they're all named fan names, but like it feels nickname-ish on top of being one of these honorific, nicknames. It's not just that. It has a crossover.
That Springsteen thinks of himself as the boss by now. Does he ever introduce himself that way? Maybe the PA introduces him that way? I don't know.
Maybe.
I've never seen
It's so funny you say that because
live.
I was just thinking about I was just telling someone that one of the things I think about a lot I think I was having a dream that reminded me of when Batman had a dream in the Batman animated series where he's being manipulated, I want to say by Scarecrow or the Mad Hatter. And in it, he realizes he's dreaming because he thinks of himself in the dream as Bruce Wayne, and he only ever thinks of himself as Batman. In his own head, Bruce Wayne is a thing he puts on. Yeah.
Oh, that's good Batman writing.
Yeah, it's great.
I was reading, I haven't actually read it, but I was reading the synopsis of, did you ever read the Alan Moore Batman one-shot with the plant that gives everybody dreams?
No.
It's great.
It's Batman Beyond. Thank you, chat, for reminding me. That's Batman Beyond. I'm confusing it with the Dream episode in animated series where he tries to read books, but the books are all in gibberish because language falls apart in dreams. Anyway, continue.
Oh, no, it's again, I haven't read the thing. I've only read the synopsis, but it's like this very Alan Moore plot about trying to buy a birthday present for Batman. The Justice League are trying to buy a birthday present for Batman, and one of the, I can't remember if it's they accidentally get the wrong one or if the villain gets involved, and the gift is this sort of carnivorous plant that like wraps its tendrils around you and gives you a perfect dream.
Interesting.
And one by one over the course of this thing, the Justice League like individually fall into the clutches of this, and Alan Moore like works through what each member of the Justice League sees as their perfect dream. Except, and I'm going to spoil this now, I'm sorry, the ending is so Alan Moore and so brilliant in that as they defeat the villain, they turn him over to the clutches of the plant, and so as the villain is taken away to Arkham, we get to see his dream, which is that he's defeating the Justice League and is like floating off happily into a world of his own,
that's very good.
Or whatever.
That's very good.
That's really good. Frank Scenario says the story Jack's talking about is for the man who has everything. It's about Batman, Robin, and Wonder Woman buying Superman a birthday present.
Great.
It's a classic recounting of a story, but sort of wrong.
I thought you were going to say this is a classic recounting of a story in front of a photo of Elvis Presley.
Yeah. I don't think this photo is very fun. I think that he's a funny-looking guy, and I think he has fun hair.
He does have fun
Here's
hair.
Beyonce, who has been captioned unfairly. Thumb.
That's not right. Now wait a second. That's not true.
That's not true, and that's not fair.
Has some thumbs, I believe.
2, I think.
I believe that's right.
Whitney Houston.
also queen of pop, queen of R&B. It's not really R&B though.
You just keep finding the queens of pop. I love the grain in this picture. Really, really nice.
Yeah. Aaliyah. Yeah.
Princess of.
Oh yeah, princess of R&B. I think.
Pantheon, religion.
Oh great. Wonderful.
Daddy Yankee and Don Omar.
Oh, do they have a group one? Is it, or do they each individually have one?
I think only one of them does. I think Daddy Yankee does, and they're talking about him.
Right.
But
that this was the Wikimedia Commons photo available.
Yeah.
Of Daddy Yankee. Right. That makes sense.
Well, this was very pleasant. I sort of want more Mozart.
Are there not more? What do we got? What is over here?
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
ooh, Stevie Nicks.
Man, that's a bad picture of Stevie Nicks. I'm sorry, Stevie Nicks.
Again, Wikimedia has what it has, right?
Yeah.
She's got to be a queen of rock or something, right? A queen of...
Sure.
Queen of great songs.
You ever listen to Rumors?
Yeah, oh yeah.
you ever listen to Rumors, chat? Is Landslide on Rumors? Ish.
I actually don't think it is. I think it's on...
I got tripped up in a Learnly question about that.
Uh-huh, yep.
Did you also say Landslide?
It was... No, you didn't. I actually got this one because I do the Cranberry song.
Oh, fuck.
Which is the same title. Jack and I are part of an online trivia league. We're not in the same group or anything, but
we don't play each other.
We don't play against each other. But it was Dreams. It was Dreams.
It was Dreams. Landslide is not on Rumors, which is great because Landslide is one of the saddest songs ever written, and throwing that into...
It's just on the self-titled, right?
I think so. I'm not sure. Songbird is on Rumors, which is also sad.
Yeah.
She knew how to write
the queen of sad songs.
Those were McVie songs. Landslide was a McVie song. I don't think Stevie Nicks mostly writes like wildly jealous, angry, sad songs.
Right.
To be sung next to the man who is either cheating on you or you're cheating on him.
Why not both?
Great. Yeah, hey, why not both?
Oh yeah, Dolly's got to be in here somewhere. Queen of Country for sure.
I can't fucking find her.
Well, it's a limited photo set. It's not everybody. The list is long.
The list is long. Madonna, Count Basie.
The work is mysterious and important.
Innovators.
Oh Lord. How long before we see someone we hate?
Well, now, I do like the bicycle.
Look at that.
1886. They sort of figured it out.
Yeah, they were working on it.
1881, not terribly good.
Well, these were, I'm literally, as we speak, looking for the article that I really like about the history of settling the bicycle and like what the bike was.
Oh man.
I forget what the name of it is. It's been so long since I've read it. It's an academic article about the sort of way in which the bike became the bike. Which is really fantastic. If anybody in chat happens to know that, that would be fantastic. It's just like a great illustration of ideas. It's a very funny article. It's a great illustration of we tell a very linear story about the history of technology, but the best technology is not something that is, the reason something ends up the way it is not because it's the best version. It's because of a network of factors, including, in the case of the bicycle, things like the infighting in Paris between mothers who were mad about street safety and cyclists who thought that the slower cycles were boring and unfun, and there's this whole like social component to the history of technology that gets left out when you think about it like a civilization tech tree. So
yeah, how could anyone not be a historical materialist?
Lots, ideology. It turns out is the answer to that.
Oh, same as it ever was.
Yeah.
Innovation life cycle. Invention. Innovation. Diffusion.
There we go. Classic in diff.
Competition companies. No, I want to learn about competition games. Who's this? Diana S. Engelhard.
An innovator, I think, is what you'll find.
Yeah. Whoa. It's a time sculpture by Toshiba.
Sure.
Neat. This is in Russian, and I can't read it.
Cannot read it.
De-inking, schematic layout, pulping, cleaning and screening, first flotation loop, thickening, dispersing, bleaching, second flotation loop, thickening, bleaching, cleaning and screening, storage tank, as we all know. As we all know.
As we all know.
Now this is a more entertaining wing than I thought it would be because I like to see absurd machines.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
I have no idea. Wait, let's look again closer.
Well, let's see.
Is it? It's rolling something like stamping newspaper, maybe.
I don't know if it is rolling something.
You don't think that the big thing is spinning?
How on what? What axle is it on?
In the middle.
No.
You think it's just a big round cylinder for the sake of being a cylinder? You build a cylinder so you could spin it.
Maybe it looks like a rivet, but a massive one.
No.
Do
you think this is a thing they're building to put into a different thing?
I do think that this is a thing they're building to put in a different thing. It's crazy. They have to build. I went to the Martin Guitar Factory a couple of days ago in Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Huh.
They make acoustic guitars. And it was I got to do the factory tour, which is great. You should do it if you're in Nazareth. It costs $5. You have to sign up. But they said, this tour will cost you $5. And I said, all right. Turns out that a guitar is made basically how you think. It turns out, like, you just have to cut bits of wood out, put them together in really cool ways.
Sure.
It was great. Although there are no union guitar making shops in America. Dark Matter, Bjork, Biophilia. I don't know. I mean, I know that Bjork, Biophilia is an album. I don't... Oh. This is a map of scales. And chords. Balinese pentatonic, Kirajoshi pentatonic, and augmented. But I don't know what that's about.
Where are we again?
Innovators.
Innovators. Right. Bjork, an innovator.
Bjork is an innovator. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, some sort of video game. Cutie keys.
Cutie keys.
Cutie keys. Hello. Wholesome. Yep. So French people talking about something. Rap. Design thinking process.
Design thinking process.
We've been going through this in the production of the next season of Friends at the Table.
Where are we at now?
Ideate.
Ideate. Now we're past ideate, aren't we? We're at... I mean, what are you calling the next season, I guess?
Oh, God.
I think we're past prototype at this point. I think actually we are, in fact... We finished prototype. We're in I think we're in evaluate. We're in a sort of constant loop at this point of evaluate and produce, which isn't shown here. Like evaluate, refine is actually where we are. But I guess this is just the innovative process, right? So we are
the one after that we're on discover.
That's 100% true. I think after we do one arc from each group of players, that for me is prototyping when we're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I was talking with Ali about this on Gathering Information. Ali hosts you might not know this if you're not a supporter of us on Friends at the Table. Not only does Ali
Friends at the Table
.cash. Not only does Ali
I don't have I need the Keith drop on that. I need Keith to just send it to me.
You also need to make it so that you can play Chain Bastard. Ali hosts a behind-the-scenes podcast called Gathering Information, and Ali is also a fantastic interviewer. It will not surprise you if you have heard Ali on other stuff, but Ali is great at interviewing, and we did an episode, Ali and I, a while back, where we were talking about kind of like, what we were making next, and we kind of came to this point where we were thinking back to the first times that we learned the names of the pantheon in Chiron.
Right.
And we had no real idea the sort of like the depth or the resonance that we were going to get after, sort of like layering all these various different laminations on top of it over the course of the whole Chiron season. And it's been really interesting sort of like playing early Perpetua and hearing these things and sort of feeling them start to slot into place or start to slot into importance. And I think that's part of that prototyping that we're talking about,
Totally.
Blobus de Blowlab.
One more time?
And a blowbusty blowlap to you too.
And a blorbus to blow up to you, my friend.
Time I leave home before plane departure versus EVIU versus EV. Okay. Creation Center Berlin. Yep.
Of course, of course.
Everett Rogers. Don't know who that is. Elemental Water Makers flyer. Oh, it's Blowbus to Blowlap too.
Oh, the sequel.
Oh my god, who do I see down here? It's Blowbus to Blowlap again.
Of course it is.
What?
What's your, yeah.
Okay.
No, wait a second. Sorry, I'm looking at a thing. I don't have to walk myself through this again.
Are you trying to learn how to add friends at the table of cash?
I'm not even trying to do that. I'm trying to do the thing I did earlier this stream, which I thought I understood.
Look at this.
I see. Wait a second. Let me switch back over to. That's innovate. What's your fucking problem, Jack?
This is a very confusing wing.
What was your question about what you were just looking at?
Well, I don't. Is there more of the image that I'm supposed to see here? Yeah!
Yeah, I figured that out.
It's such a good song.
There we go.
Sleigh motorcycle? Oh, so fucking dangerous.
Sleigh motorcycle. One of these is in I guess it's not exactly like this, but it's similar. Is in Indica. It's not a sidecar.
Cool.
It's like a rear. Yeah. It's a rear thing.
Oh, the Despelotes demo is out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is a game about playing football.
Yeah, you explained that game.
Despelotes is a semi-autobiographical.
I think it's just Despelote. I think it's just one. I think it's not. I don't think there's an S at the end.
It's Despelote. It's a semi-autobiographical game about playing street football as a child. And I have not played a ton of it, but it is Despelote. It's described as a slice-of-life adventure about childhood and the magical grip soccer had over the people of Quito, Ecuador in 2001. Right, it's not just about street football. It's about like this particular cultural moment in a child's life in Ecuador as they start to do really well in I think the World Cup, maybe?
The World Cup. They have like a surprising win in qualifiers that gets them in. It's also the year after the country won a gold medal in speed walking, or the Olympics after that.
So good.
And so there's like this belief that they could like do well. It's so good. I played it all the way through for the IGF Awards. I was in the narrative jury this year for the IGF, and I got to play that and adored it. I think that it is nominated for an IGF. So, yeah.
Should we try and find our way back?
That sounds great.
If we
Where were we before innovation?
We
were in.
Chat, don't tell us. We're gonna try and do this.
Tell us. Were we in the honorifics?
Oh, maybe we were in the honorifics.
Because you can imagine going to honorifics via. You can imagine the innovation via like. These names come from being innovators in music. In names.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm now pretty lost in here. Maybe I need to see Blowlab. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Blowbusty Blowlab.
Okay, that'll help us. Blowlab.
Right, but right now here's another Blowbusty Blowlab. Oh, right, here's the Bjork.
There's one there. Yeah, there's the Bjork to the forward. We saw her. We were like, I don't know who that is. We saw that. Is it that staircase to your left? Or behind you? Is that it? Nope. The one you were just looking at. Left?
Business model.
No, that right there. The little side corner one right there? No, it's not. Next to the bicycles?
Ideas. Ooh.
Okay, we're close.
Nicknames in popular music.
There it is.
Okay.
This is easy.
Now, how do we get
straight back? It was just straight. Remember, it was just like there was not that much to this one.
No, there's oodles of it.
It's there, but it's there.
No,
what was that one behind us?
That's kinship terminology.
Okay, well, no, here, yeah, no.
Hang on.
Signature song, no.
Was it signature song?
No, it was not. Was it?
Because didn't we do?
Maybe it was. We had one-hit wonders.
One-hit wonders, but like I feel like I got to signature song via one-hit wonders. I'm gonna.
Oh, apparently we didn't stop at signature. We just turned left and immediately went to honorifics. One hit wonder. There we go.
Okay.
And then.
Right. Hang on.
Wait. Go back. There's carpet in here. Jay Harkins just pointed this out. This is the only place we've been with carpet.
That can't be right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There is carpet in here.
A huge empty room, too. We didn't really look around there. It's wild.
Yeah.
One room, 6 exits.
Oh, that's
one
great.
photo.
That's so good.
Banger. What an incredible exhibit.
Oh, what an incredible exhibit. That's great. I haven't seen
Wizard of
what's
Oz?
that fucking folk- No, I saw it years ago. I haven't seen it recently.
Okay, Wicked.
No, I also haven't seen Wicked. I have. I
But
saw.
that's not what you were trying to say. You were trying to say.
I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in years.
Yeah.
Lists of one-hit wonders. We've done this right now. Musician. Oh, the Macarena.
Oh, it was Macarena. You're right. And then it was fads.
Fads and
Trends
trends.
and fads.
Remix. Oh, right. This is where you sit to watch people doing the Macarena.
Right.
Fads and trends.
There it is.
Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Ah. Fuck.
What's that say?
This is Global Language Monitor, but we can't...
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Why?
We need to go through that.
We gotta go through there. What?
Are they...
That's scary.
And Gremlin says, now the horror part starts.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try and force this page to reload.
That's a good idea. Do you think someone's on that page right now?
Oh
It's so closed.
God.
Why did it do that?
All right, I'm in collective behavior. I'm trying to,
But
like,
we gotta turn around
force
and then try it. I see what you're... But, like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why is it not letting us out? Jay Harkins says, back rooms now.
Yeah.
Well, and we can't get back to the lobby because there's only one...
We could hit the button that it told us to do.
Oh,
but that's
you mean the
not fun.
cowards button?
Can we get to global language monitor some other way?
I don't think the game will work like that. I think it will... I don't think the space is Euclidean. You know, I think...
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, can we find something else that connects to global language monitor? Like, for instance, what do we remember about global language monitor, Jack?
It's a small German it's like looking...
It's not German. It's not German. We know where it's from.
Is it... Where is it from?
It's in Austin, Texas. If we can get to Austin, it's not going to be on the Austin, Texas list. It's not gonna, unless there's like companies in Austin, Texas, or something.
Here's the issue, though, right? I think that if we find global language monitor elsewhere, assuming that we can,
I see.
it will generate a completely different route. It won't be this global language monitor room, you know?
Which we got into. How do we even get there? We got there from slang. So in other words, like if we got back to slang, it wouldn't be our slang, which eventually leads us back out.
No, it would be... Didn't you go through culture? No, I don't think we did go through culture.
Let's peek into culture. We peeked into culture, but we didn't go through it. Let's peek in. Did you just peek in and I just lost? No, peek into culture. Remember, we peeked in to see, do you think it's all of culture, or do you think it's... Remember culture and change and stuff? And there's philosophy, which we didn't see. And then we left immediately.
Did we leave immediately?
No, we went back through fads.
Yeah.
We went back through.
Yeah,
I don't think we...
No.
No. Because that's where I was like, I wonder if this is the culture lobby, you know? Oh, fuck. Let us through.
This is annoying.
You need the sledgehammer, I think, like in the blueprints.
And Gremlin says, maybe they block the door so that you can't retrace your steps, because then you would have to remember. Then it would have to remember all your steps. But that should just be a string.
It should just be a string. There's not much happening, right? I wonder why. What is this game called again?
The Museum of All Things.
I got it. Let's see.
Vinny Bush says, might be time for the cowards button.
No.
No.
Let's go look around culture for a second. Let's just make sure that we cannot let's explore the culture really quick, because we never went and looked at what the culture lobby looked like, right?
Our head into
we
this.
assumed that it would be, because maybe we can get back from, maybe there is just a lobby exit.
The lobbies are they have no content in them. They just have these.
Oh, you're right.
Signs.
Well, no, we looked at is the people lobby. Have you looked at other lobbies before?
I've looked at the art lobby. Yeah,
I see. It's similar. It's like Renaissance art and cave paintings.
Well, it's actually Thomas Kincaid, Frida Kahlo. Graham says, is it just me or has the music in game changed to be more foreboding? No, that is the... Oh, God, Austin, what's the cinematic effect called where you can show someone the same shot, but if you precede it with a different shot, they...
Great question.
Cinematic... If it was like one of the principles of cinema that like the great Soviet innovators discovered.
Right.
This is gonna kill me. We need Cameron Kunzelman.
Are you thinking about the montage effect?
No. No. But it is that same sort of Eisenstein-y type.
Oh, Kuleshov.
Yes,
Kuleshov
effect. The Kuleshov effect.
Kuleshov effect.
Which is demonstrated by Russian filmmaker Lev Kuleshov. It's a mental phenomenon in which viewers derive more meaning from the interaction of two sequential shots than from a single shot in isolation.
Sylvie losing it in the chat. Yeah.
It's Kuleshov, Sylvie. Anyway, that's what's happening here with the music.
Is that what's happening here with the music?
People in the chat say the music is more foreboding now that we're trapped. It is kind of foreboding, though, isn't it? Oh, I hear a little... Well, now, hang on a second.
What's up?
Now, hang on a second. Oh, this is beautiful, Angelo! Angelo, this is beautiful! Keep going! Now, more! Angelo! Keep going! Oh, I'm crying, Angelo!
Now bring it back!
Now bring it back! Oh, Angelo, it's so beautiful!
It's so beautiful!
Angelo.
Keep going!
I can cry!
Oh, it's so good.
One of my favorite
Rip, yeah.
Angelo Badalamenti recounting this story about Lynch, talking to him as he was composing it, is maybe my favorite person doing a David Lynch impression and just like getting right to the heart of him. But the other one is, I think it is is it Naomi Scott? No, it's Kirsten Dunst, maybe. Is giving an interview where she was talking about how she was really anxious to start working with Lynch because she wasn't sure she could kind of do the stuff. And he looked at her and he said something like, Kirsten, anyone who has sat in the hand of King Kong will be a Hollywood star for life. And I always thought that was such a sweet,
that's
really
so
sweet.
Good.
It's Naomi Watts.
It was Naomi Watts. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Anyone who sat in the hand of King Kong will be a Hollywood star for life. He's not wrong.
God. Have you seen the clip of Angelo and him going back to the studio where they recorded the Twin Peaks stuff in I Prague, and they're looking for little holes that were in the floor from like where you would put your upright bass or whatever, and they were like, there were all these little holes in the floor all over the place, and then they cannot find the holes, and the person showing them around is like, is this one of the ones you're looking for? And he's like, no, it's a deep hole in the ground. It goes in. It's not just a divot. It's really great.
Oh,
and
so
Angelo's like,
good.
it's over here. He's like, maybe it's that. No, I don't think it's that one. It's gone now. Yeah, there was a hole here. Exactly. Yeah.
Have you seen him directing the scene with the woodsman in the radio station?
I don't think I have. I watched like none of the behind the scenes stuff from season 3.
I mean, the first striking thing is it's all in color, because that.
Oh right, of course.
Whole
Unlike
episode
the
is
scene.
in black and white.
Yeah.
And it's the scene where the woodsman delivers the monologue. First, he kills the the secretary or the person outside the radio station.
Yeah.
And then he holds the DJ's head and recites the monologue and then kills the DJ. And Lynch is just walking the actor playing the woodsman, who is so terrifying in the episode, but here is just sort of like looking up at Lynch like a puppy dog, or down at him because he's so tall, and saying, do you want me to use my right hand or my left hand? And Lynch is like, right hand on her, left hand on him. And then you put your hand like this, you push them down and you pop their head. And it's great. It's really, really good. Watching him just like block out that scene. Such a wonderful scene. Did he write that episode on his own, or was it with Mark Frost?
It must have been with Mark Frost. I think the whole thing is I believe all of season 3 is the two of them have credits, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me double check. It's been a minute since I've checked. I'm going through a very, very, very slow rewatch of it right now.
If you ever get the chance,
yeah, they have co-writing credits the entire time through, and Lynch has the direction credit the whole way through.
Yeah, if you ever get the chance, chat, you should look up some David Lynch scripts, because his work is so singular that sometimes I would feel that I would look at a script of his and it would be so odd. There would be something so bizarre about it. But he just writes like a Hollywood. I mean, he's writing Lynch writing, so it's extraordinary, and the images that he's coming up with are wonderful, but the way he writes screenplays is just so clear and straightforward, and he's got such a good ear for his own dialogue on the page. It's fantastic. All right, let's see if we can escape here. As much as I love to learn about culture, it's a
lot going on here, huh?
A lot going on in culture.
I bet you're right. Let's go look at that other door again just one more time and see if it's,
fads and trends. This is fucking killing me. Help.
Yeah. Help us.
Help.
Someone come through the global language monitor. And you ever play the Cher and the Wanderer games?
I have played the Cher. Yes.
You know the thing I'm talking about? Cher and the Wanderer is a roguelike in the traditional sense, a tile-based, turn-based dungeon crawl. And when you lose when you die, you can start a new game. But you can also put out a request for help. And depending on the platform, I think this works differently. But on the DS version, which is the one I played the most, you get a little code. You could post the code to like a message board, and someone gets to run your dungeon. If they can get to your body, they can resurrect you, or they can bring you back home with all your stuff, at least, I believe. Yeah, I've heard the latest one is great. I have it loaded on my Steam Deck, and I just haven't started it yet.
That's the Suppencoil Island, right?
I think that's right.
I've been playing it. It's really... Well, I was playing it ages ago.
What if you hit E? If you hit E on it, does anything happen?
E.
Fuck.
E.
Damn.
Well, this fucking sucks. All right, well, to our deaths it is. Where do you want to go, Austin? We're just going to go out into the world. This is a real, I'm going out. Maybe some time. Yeah.
Here's the situation. You've been lost in the woods. You've gone into the woods. You've crashed a boat on an island, and you've gone into the woods. And you're like, okay, if I can just walk until I find people, I'm going to get some help. And you get deep enough in that you're like, I have to go back. I haven't found anybody. It's been a day. I have to get back to the water, because the water, at least there will be fish. I can eat something.
Drink.
I can drink something. Maybe I knew there was a little well somewhere, like a little spring somewhere, fresh water, whatever it is. I still have stuff. I have like too much to carry through the woods, but I left it. And you go back the way you thought you were going, and you come to a giant stone cliff, and you're like, oh, I can't climb it. And I thought this was the water, and it's not the water, it's a cliff. Or all your stuff was in the boat, and the boat is gone. The tide has come and taken your boat away.
And then you start hearing the sound in the wood.
Exactly. Yeah.
Miasmat is fucking great.
Miasmat is great.
Also, this is the best. This is where the Blair Witch Project is so wonderful. All the stuff with the witch and the fucked up carvings is scary, but the way the movie gets to that feeling that you were describing, Austin,
being lost in the woods and being like, I can't get back.
Yeah, not just lost. It's like you made a misstep, and now you are. And my favorite thing about Blair Witch is how quickly they all start blaming each other, which is also lovely. Like, I'm on a hike with people that I thought I cared about, but I guess I don't quite that much. That's a great film.
Well, sorry. And Gremlins, I just cannot get into those games because I'll get 20 levels in the first try and then die and go, well, I don't really want to replay those same levels, and that's it. They're different levels.
And also
monster types and stuff, but also
The game knows how many times you've died, and I hate to use the word content, but I'm 2 hours into a stream and I'm getting tired. They gate content for you based on how much you play. Well, into the museum to die, Austin. Do you think culture is the place to start?
Culture is the place to start. Culture would kill me. The culture.
No one's getting out alive. Oh, beautiful piano.
We're just running. Beautiful piano. Jump it. Yeah. That's what we're fucking talking about.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe we didn't go to culture. This is great, because here we have this old man and a soccer team.
And a soccer team.
And here we have the sod.
That sure is.
Here we have a man doing a test or
Mr.
writing something down.
Yeah, he's writing.
He's writing. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna
roll in.
Yep.
What do we got?
Archaeology.
Oh, that one's okay. Analysis.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You move too quick, Jack.
Wow. It's really. I thought we got into the void. Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend. What is this exhibit?
I think you went too fast.
Analysis. Ah, no. No.
Now, have we locked ourselves in here because we've gone too fast? Go check any other door, Jack.
No, we'll be fine. We're gonna go to Wiltshire. Look.
Okay, we were fine in Wiltshire.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like.
There's the white horse.
It's
on
so
the hill.
good when people carve big horses or fellas with their dicks out on hills.
Yeah.
It's kind of unbeatable. I did not live in Wiltshire, but I lived near-ish to Wiltshire, so this is familiar. This is familiar territory to me. The thing is, they tell you that England looks like this all the time, but in actuality, England looks like this.
Fresh food fast. Now vouchers.
Redeem HGV.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Now vouchers also now redeemable in Arlo's and Chow. Arlo's and Chow?
And Chow, the Lee Delaware services. I have actually been there.
You've been to Arlo's and Chow?
No, I've not been to. I've been to this service center. Yeah.
I see.
Chippenham.
That's a great photo.
It's so good.
The Worcester Theatre.
The Worcester Theatre at Codford.
Rough one.
Oh, it's the same service station.
You've been there, yeah.
All right, let's go to Chippenham. Now, Chippenham I have been to, because Chippenham is the station just down the road from Bath, where I used to live. So, you're a bunch of men doing Morris dancing.
The Rose and Crown.
Outside the Rose and Crown.
Rag Morris at Chippenham.
Yeah.
Do you think Market Town is about... Yeah, it is lowercase t, so it's about market towns.
Not
a place called Marketon. Market Town.
Marketon. Yep, that's the population of Chippenham.
Now compare that to the baseball home runs chart, and you'll see.
Yep, Chippenham. Oh, London. Yep, this is what it all looks like, isn't it?
I guess.
Oh, benighted country.
That means there's lots of knights there, right?
Yeah, there were at some point. Showl nurseries.
Local media.
Local media. Yep.
John Speed.
Who is
Look to your
John
left.
Speed? The
Hey, everybody,
inventor of
it's
going
me.
quickly.
John Speed. You're not allowed here. You came here too quick. For me.
It's
John
ironic.
Speed. Yeah.
The
I'm
Anglo-Saxon
funny like
Chronicle.
I think you're going too fast, Jack.
They've trapped me, and I'm like battering against the walls.
Chippenham.
Been trapped in Chippenham. Oh, it's a fucking disastrous place to be trapped. Sharon Sheely, Hart West, Dead Muck Spreader near Chippenham.
Oh no, they got the muck spreader.
Oh no.
Rip.
Bath Rugby.
Ooh, a little hometown athletics.
Yeah.
A little hometown sport.
Rugby does not interest me very much, unfortunately, which is a shame. I don't really know why it doesn't. It's kind of slow.
Sure.
Recreation ground Bath. Premiership rugby. I'm gonna see if I can dox my old house in the funniest possible
I was
way.
gonna say it would be very funny if you did.
My house is not on Wikipedia. Rugby union, England.
Oh
I reckon my
God.
best bet is the recreation ground Bath.
You think so? You think you could be like in the back of a photo or like
Whoa!
huge?
We don't need this much space.
Oh my gosh! This
What?
is one of the biggest exhibits we've ever seen.
Why is this so massive?
What if you did turn the corner and it's like, "Hello, Jack.
Hello,
I see you
Jack.
found us here. We'll be turning off your stream now.
This is
Bye, Austin."
this is why I want. This is sort of what I wanted. Oh,
Wild.
I always want. Whenever I play a procedural game, I always want to discover this like bizarre, hyper-specific deep well of
Yeah.
handmade stuff. You know, like one planet in No Man's Sky that just
Yeah.
has like a village on it.
Yeah. This is Caves of Cud. Is the thing you're describing?
Yes, this is absolutely
want,
Caves of Cut.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Caves of Cut is so
Well,
good.
what's that one?
Bath and North East Somerset Council.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, it's playing the scary music again, Austin.
It is. It's not me this time. Uh-huh.
It's just so good. There's something really.
Wait, is that the same photo twice?
Woman, yeah.
Same woman, maybe a different photo. That looks the
It
same
was
photo.
the same photo. There's something so charming about, you know, the function of a
As much as
museum.
I want to see a VR mod. You can play this in VR, I believe.
Yeah. It's
there's
just a
something so-
crop.
It's just a crop. It's the same photo 3 times.
There's something so charming about how, you know, like one of the functions of a museum, or rather one of the like considerations that a museum has, is that it is trying to be interesting for the people who visit it, you know? And how quote unquote interest is like discovered is the site of a lot of kind of compelling stuff around museums and curation. But ultimately a museum is trying to put interesting or illuminating things on show. Now this has no such criteria. So we have this phenomenally dull room
Remarkable.
about Bath and Northeast Somerset Council.
Oh my God, it's wonderful.
It's so good. It keeps going. It's on Norton, West of England Combined Authority, Bath. I've been to these places. Somerset, the Liberal Democrats. I went to go die, and instead I found myself returning.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of poetic.
It
You
is
found your
kind
way home.
I don't know if I call it home.
Whoa, what just changed to your left?
A plant disappeared, I
Did other
think.
people see that? Okay.
I think a plant disappeared. This, however, is what it looks like where I'm from.
Yeah.
That's a bridge in Bath with buildings on it.
Yeah, I see.
We do like that. That's
Whose flag is that?
the flag of
The
Somerset.
flag. Wow.
That's a
Put a
quarry.
dragon on there. Yeah.
This is
Plant disappeared and a hallway came into existence.
hell
Apparently.
yeah. This is in Bruton. Apparently, Bruton is getting like gentrified in a big way by people coming out of London and being like, it's a. I mean, the Londoners do this all the time. They like go to the country and they're like, this is the hot new area or whatever. Oh, just building? I don't know where this is. Looking down towards Evercreech. Royal Bath and West Showgrounds. I went to the Royal Bath and West Showground once, and I ate honeycomb
From the
from
a stall or from
like a beekeeping exhibit.
I see. Yeah.
He gave me the honeycomb. It wasn't.
You didn't just take
I
it.
didn't
You weren't a
sh-
little rascal who was
No,
like,
no, I was not.
Distant Somerset coast. Collecting vessel for the Shipwrecked Mariner Society.
It's like a buoy with a
Ooh, what's this photo to your left? No. To your, what's this? What's going on here? Oh,
derelict van. A bunch of
Great
lichen on it.
photo.
Yeah,
Fantastic photo.
pretty good photo. Liberal Democrats, yeah, sounds about right. The best you can do in the southwest of England is mealy-mouthed Tories, yellow Tories, you know?
Yellow Tories, the Lib Dems, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Lib Dems are this sort of like ostensibly left-of-centre party that, for my generation, are mainly remembered for leaping at the chance to get power and making a coalition with the far-right Tories.
With the far right, yeah, right, of course, yeah.
And the MP came to our school, and all the kids yelled at her for making that coalition with the far right, and she looked at the history teacher to like, you're an adult figure of authority, except she didn't know that the history teacher was a Scottish leftist, and so the history teacher then just pivoted and also laid into her, which was really good. Tinker's Bubble Gold. Well, all right, I'm gonna book it through 3 more of these at random.
Let's see.
Somerset Council. Somerset
Wait,
Council.
were we just in here? Was it a different
No, we
Somerset
were in the
Council? That was in
Bath.
we were in the Bath Council, right.
This makes me think of paying local taxes, because that is the logo that I see.
You gotta pay taxes to the dragon? Like you're in Shadowrun?
That's what England is like.
That's
And
Dunkelman?
here's the trick, is that it sounds like that's going to be entertaining, but ultimately you are still paying the taxes.
Oh, damn.
Even paying the taxes to the dragon.
Fuck.
No, I don't want to go to social distancing. I actively bowed out of that one. And then Ridgeway Road.
Nope.
Too fucking fast.
No. Too fast. You're going too fast.
I feel like they're boxing us back into Somerset Council. I need to find somewhere really good to die.
Not so. What's the one next to it?
Ceremonial County.
What the fuck's that mean? Counties. Okay, they're like, sure. You gotta get out of England, my friend.
I gotta get out of England. I gotta get out of England.
We can do that. Okay, we can do this. What's the way? Look to the right. What are these? What's county corporate? That has to be an England thing. We gotta get out of here.
Hi, Sheriff. England. England.
Okay, we go to England because we can get to France or something from England.
Okay, this is like a high risk, high reward. I don't need to learn about any of this shit.
Countries of the UK, so we could get out of England basically immediately if we wanted.
Yeah.
Or you're rolling the dice.
Alcuin. I don't know what that is.
It's really a part of England, right?
Maybe. Logia, that's a part of Wales.
Yep.
Here's Henry VIII. Celtic Sea.
Arthurian legend.
Arthurian legend. Now, there's going to be some cool shit in here.
You keep saying this.
Medieval literature. Wow!
It's happening in front of us. Look at that painting to your left.
This one here. This is
Is it Guinevere? Who is this? No. Ooh. The Book of Romance. I don't know.
Vivian tricks Merlin. Legend.
Nice. Urban legend.
Oh my god.
Look at these
huge
two
giants.
Yeah.
They're massive. Myth. This is great.
Myth. From legend to myth to genre. About tiny one for myth, huh?
Yeah, but it's fucking great though. Look.
Yeah. Eltheris and Wood Maidens. Yeah. Shout out to the Wood Maidens.
Oh no, there's a bunch down here.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Now that is wonderful. The Will o' the Wisps.
Will o' the Wisps.
The Knock of the Door. The Woman. Shapeshifter. Sure. The Potion Cabinet.
Well, this has been the Museum of All Things by Maya
Oh, there's
Clare.
the little fucking what's-his-face right there.
What little fucking what's-his-face?
To your right. Little hero's journey, little Joseph Campbell.
It's the hero's journey in Arabic.
But in Farsi, maybe? Yeah, maybe Arabic, yeah. So the FA in thought.
Well, we will see you. This has been great. Thank you for playing this with me on such short notice,
us
Austin.
Lost in this fucking impossible museum.
All right, let's do one more try, see if we can get out. No, because I ran through some doors so fast.
Well, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
No way.
I wonder how far back it takes us now, but I don't remember enough of it.
Open the developer console.
Oh, can we just hit the button and go back home?
Of course we can. Oh no, but that'll open.
There is an open page in browser. Okay, so there is one. You just have to, yeah. There's no gift shop, huh?
So how does this?
Someone said, "Can we go to the gift shop?"
I wish there was a gift shop.
Oh, there's a search. I see.
Oh, give me a random exhibit. Give me a random exhibit. Olya Ivaniki.
Okay. Let's go check out Olya. And good luck to Olya. I hope your life was okay.
A Serbian painter.
Can we get a painting? Now we're... No so far. So far, no. Give me a painting.
Is this her? That is her.
That's her. Olya, I would love to see your work. Instead, I will only see you.
The same photo 3 times, but cropped differently.
Let's go out and let's get one more random painting. Or one more random article.
Yeah.
Random selection.
Yeah, welcome to Random Article.
We're doing it. Yeah, we're finally doing it. No, we're doing another random one.
Roll the dice again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll go look at the Awenda Provincial Park.
It's in Ontario.
Awenda? Oh, Provincial Park. There we go. Now we're talking.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Frogs.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Frogs.
You can download this game for free on itch.io at Mayeclair. MAYECLAIR.museum-of-all-things. It's fantastic. I'm mad that we weren't able to get out, but I don't hold it against them. Anything you want to plug, Austin?
Over on Child by Genre, we're doing, like I said already, we're doing the works of William Gibson. We're doing not all of the works of William Gibson. We're doing the Sprawl trilogy. We just finished recording our episodes on Count Zero. Those will come out over the next month. Over on A More Civilized Age, we're doing we just finished season 3 of Rebels. We'll be doing all of Rebels season 4 in the run-up to Andor season 2, which will be in late April, which I'm very excited about. On Friends of the Table, we are. I think we've just wrapped up the Realis intro arc, if I'm not mistaken. I think the final episode of that will go up on the main feed. The kind of free selection of that will go up on the main feed on this Thursday, and then I think we're taking a couple of weeks off. We're taking a week or so off. Jack, do you remember what our dates are for Perpetua?
I think that we are aiming for the 13th of March.
That sounds right. So yeah, I think that we have... Okay.
When I say a date, I feel a shadow of Ali pass over me. You know?
And don't say that. That's why I said a couple of weeks, we'll be starting up our campaign of Emmanuel Galetto's excellent... Sorry, I'm looking at the book over here. Fabula Ultima. And we've recorded a bunch of that already, so that should come out at a pretty steady clip once we get going. We're starting that campaign actually though with some world building using a game called Cartograph, which was a lot of fun. So you'll get that probably for a month or so before we get into Fabula Ultima proper. Meanwhile, over at friendsoftheTable.cash, which is the best place to support us. If you liked this stream, going to friendsoftheTable.cash and giving us $1 a month would be incredible if you're not already doing that. If you're giving us $5 a month, I hear Art in my right ear right now telling me, hey, what if you gave us $6 a month? Why not?
Oh.
Why not just toss another $1 on there right now?
That is interesting. Yeah.
You know, you could do that maybe. And over there, we're going to continue our Realis campaign. I think we're going to take a week or so off this week. I don't think the next Realis, I don't think the next arc is starting this week. I think it'll start next week. I think that because Allie told me earlier today that I didn't have to get her an intro for that episode today, so that'll come next week. I think it's already written, actually. That might even already be in the recordings. I kind of delivered one as we did it, so I'll just have to reread it over the new track, which you can get by going to notquitereal.bandcamp.com. The theme for Realis is there, along with a song called Pig Magic that was so good, especially because when you sent it to me, I said, what's Pig Magic?
What is Pig Magic? Well, there have been months of me saying Pig Magic. I'm writing a song for Pig Magic. And
I'm like, okay, yeah. I thought there was a different pig scene that you were writing one for. I didn't realize it was the hello, little boy.
Hey, little boy.
Yeah, exactly. And then run button. You can go support all the stuff Keith does. Also over at contentburger.biz. So buy merch from us at friendsoftheTable.shop. Is there anything else, Jack? Jack, you were just on an actual play. As a guest.
Yeah, I was a guest
You
on
wanna
an
talk about
actual
that
play,
for a
which we
second?
don't do very often. It was a lot of fun.
No.
I was on an actual play of the Fallen London RPG, which is by the same folks
Yeah.
that made Masks and
Mhm.
Bluebeard's Bride and that kind of stuff. It's a really interesting game. I played a malevolent rat doctor. A doctor in Fallen London. You might be thinking like a rat person, like Pikmin is a goat person. No, my
no.
friend, a rat who speaks and writes. A doctor for rats? No, a doctor for humans. And there's some sort of medical malpractice involved there,
Yeah.
I think. Rats are supposed to be very clean, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
I think so.
Yeah,
Famously.
the plague did not help with that. Help with that characterization. All right.
I was on I also guessed something. I guessed it on RTFM, Read the Fucking Manual, with Aaron King and Max Lander, which is a really fun RPG kind of book club podcast. We talked about Realis. I was there with Tyler Kremrine from Possible Worlds Games, and we also talked about whether or not Wawa or Sheets was better. It's Wawa. But you have
I've
to
never
listen to the
been
podcast
to
to
a
find out.
Wawa or a Sheets.
You could have been, though, because you were recently in the Wawa Sheets territory.
I was in Wawa Sheets
you could have
territory.
dipped in at one point, but it's fine.
Instead, I went
they'll
to
always be there for you.
a Taco Bell that had nobody in it.
Okay, well, that part's nice.
Crumpet Boy says, "What podcast was that for Jack guesting?" It was not a podcast. It was for and with Fail Better and Magpie Games. You can get to it by going to their YouTube or by checking out the Fallen London Kickstarter, the Fallen London RPG Kickstarter.
There we go. Yeah. I'll be on, we don't have a date for it yet, but I just recorded a really fun game over on Party of One with Jeff Stormer. We did a game called Orbital Blues, which was banging, which was
We're inventing
a
new
blast.
slang.
I was trying to say blast. We go back to the slang, we can add bang to it. Yeah, it was sick. It was great. I'm really excited people hear that. Oh, and I did a Realis. I was like all over the place in the last week doing guest spots. I ran a Realis one shot for the folks over at Nextlander, which was an absolute joy. You can find
Really
that by
cool.
going to the Realis page, actually, or the Nextlander YouTube page, or I put it up on the Realis itch.io page. So if you go to either of those,
Realis, it works. You can do it with all sorts of people.
The relief I had that it worked
I know.
was high.
It would have been really funny if we'd made a game that was such smoke and mirrors that
It's
only
totally
we can
possible.
play it. Oh yeah.
In fact, I genuinely believe other people are probably better at running it than I do, which is sort of great as a designer and miserable as a stream podcast person. So
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you sometime. Goodbye.
Bye.